Hi, I'm Roger Dannenberg, and I'd like to tell you about Canons for Conlon, a piece that I wrote for live performance over the internet by separated musicians in this time of pandemic. I've done a lot of work with network music in the past, and one of the things we always deal with is the time delay of transmitting sound over the network and the resulting problems with synchronization. And so in this piece, the whole point is to become unsynchronized. And I do that in a very controlled way, having three performers play exactly the same music, but each one plays a different tempo. They start together. One of them plays faster, one of them plays slower, one remains constant. And so by the middle of the piece, they're separated in time and playing contrapuntally. And then the fast player slows down, the slow player speeds up, the other player remains constant, and finally, at the end of the piece, they reunite perfectly in unison. And this is very complicated to work out musically and really to imagine what's going to happen. So I wrote some special software that, for example, tells me if the flute is playing this note at this time, the same note will appear later in the clarinet at this time and here in the bassoon, somewhere in the middle of the piece. And this is also very difficult for performers who have to follow these very accurate tempo trajectories and actually end up at exactly the same time after 3 minutes. And so I wrote some polytempo metronomes that synchronize themselves and produce click tracks for the musicians so that they can follow that and accurately diverge and then converge back for the end of the piece. Here is the editor I created. The basic idea is when you enter a note in one place, it pops up in two other places with time shifts and transposition. The rules are hard-coded because this whole editor was created for these specific canons. There's a simple playback feature so I can hear the complex polyphony, and I added some other tools to stretch regions and to space onsets equally within a region, since time is represented continuously. Output is entered into Finale for cleanup and to make playable rhythms. The metronomes are implemented in p5.js so they can run in any browser, and they implement clock synchronization and continuous tempo changes according to the rules of the canons.